Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way today as we are watching Preston versus Watford away at Deepdale. How is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday evening? I am doing very well, donning the home kit from the 18-19 season. As I've said before, one of my favourite Watford kits, and we're just waiting for the players to come out now. Sky Sports are currently showing the light show that is going on at Deepdale currently. The fans are making their way to their seats in the stands. We'll take a quick look at the Watford lineup while we wait for the players to emerge from the tunnel. And of course, if you are new around here, make sure to hit subscribe, leave a like on the stream, and let me know your score predictions, most importantly, before the game begins. Now, I'm on Google here, and they've got the players in slightly the wrong positions, but here are the Watford players that are starting today. Obviously, swap Georgie and Edu Kayembe around in terms of the sides they're going to play on. Kwadwo Bar will start up front instead of Imran Loser. And then other than that, it's pretty much an unchanged side from what we saw at the weekend. So from back to front, we've got Jonathan Bond, Angelo Ogbonna, Matty Pollock, James Morris, Yasser Larouchi. It will be Musa Sissoko and Imran Loser in midfield, with Festi Ebesele in that right wing back slot, who of course scored a fantastic goal at the weekend. You'll then have Georgie and Edu Kayembe in the 2-10 positions, and then Kwadwo Bar will be up front in the 9 positions. So an interesting lineup. A couple of injuries for Watford as well. Tomdeli Bashiru and Daniel Jefferson have slight knocks for Watford, but other than that, that is a Watford starting 11. Looking at the bench that's available to us: Ryan Porteous, Tom Ince, Rocco Vata, Ken Sema, Pierre Duomo, Antonio Tikvich, Vacuum Bio, Alfie Marriott, and Ryan Andrews make up the bench. Josh Bowler, their best player, I would say, at least in my opinion, is on the bench. And no sign of Will Grigg either, which is very interesting indeed. Ben Whiteman is a player I really like. Freddie Woodman, I also think is a decent goalkeeper as well. But really, you know, looking at both teams and me being a biased Watford fan, we should be beating Preston today. You would like to think. So that is the lineups. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the live chat as well. And yeah, the match is due to kick off in about 2 to 3 minutes time. So let me bring the screen back to my beautiful self. Hello. Hope you guys are having a good day, and of course make sure to keep getting your comments in the live chat as well. We're just waiting for the players to emerge onto the pitch now. And sorry, the players are on the pitch already. I couldn't see, the graphics were covering up the pitch there, but the players are out. We're about a minute or 2 minutes away from kickoff, and I'm back in the boys today. I think Watford have enough to get the 3 points. We've got a tough test at the weekend as well against Middlesbrough, which is our last match before Luton Town away. I believe that is fully sold out now, Luton Town. The tickets went on sale to A Plus and A group members on Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, I believe that is now fully sold out. So if you haven't got a Luton ticket, unfortunately, you'll have to sit here and watch it with me instead. But we're getting ready to kick off here at Deepdale. I believe it was one of the Preston players who in the last game week, I can't remember the exact name of who it was. Someone might have to remind me in chat, but he actually bit. He did a Luis Suarez. If you remember that famous Luis Suarez moment, he did a Luis Suarez and bit the opposition player last week. So I can't quite remember who that was, but I definitely think it was a Preston player. Catsy stuff. We ain't being let down by Preston today, mate. I assume you are a Preston fan. Hello, welcome to the watch along. And yeah, we're ready to go here at Deepdale. Tom Cleverley is on the touchline alongside Paul Heckenbottom, who obviously come in place of Ryan Lowe after just one game week. The referee has a funny name as well. Andrew Kitchen is the referee today. And again, whenever I do these watch-alongs, I always seem to have the hiccups that come just before kickoff, which is very annoying. But here we go. We're about to kick off here at Deepdale. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle, and away we go. And here we go. Watford playing away from home in our home strip today. If you're not watching the game, Watford are in the yellow home strip with the red shorts. Preston, of course, in their famous lily white kit. And yeah, Tom Cleverley with the coat today as well. Of course, the weather has been pretty abysmal in the UK lately. It's been raining all week. I mean, it's just been non-stop rain for, it feels like months now. Obviously, it's not been that long, but the rain's just been so terrible. I want some sunshine in my life, really. But here's Matty Pollock early on with the throw. The ball went out of play. And yeah, it's going to be interesting actually from a Watford perspective to see Kwadwo Bar starting up front today. Of course, Daniel Jefferson, who is our new striker signing on loan from Bournemouth. Tom Cleverley has confirmed he's out with, I believe, a thigh injury today, which means Vacuum Bio has moved to the bench after playing at the weekend. And then Kwadwo Bar has gone up front in the 9 position. So an interesting choice from Tom Cleverley, but we'll see how it pans out. Rudy says, hello, James. Hello, Rudy. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, here we go. An early attacking move for Preston, just about cut out there by Jonathan Bond. If you want to sync yourselves up with me, if you're watching the game at home, I'm on 1 minute 33 seconds right now. So there you go. That is where I'm at if you want to sync up with me. And of course, if you are in the UK, you can watch this match live on Sky Sports Plus, which is where it is being broadcast today. And yeah, Preston, I mean, they've had an awful start to the season. I believe in the opening 7 games, they've just picked up 1 victory, and they're shipping quite a lot of goals as well. And going back to previous games against Preston, I do find it hard to remember previous fixtures, but I do remember the day a few years back where, well, it might have been last season. Was it last season where we beat them 5-1? I think it was actually. Yeah, we beat Preston 5-1 away from home. And yeah, that was probably the biggest result Watford got last season. So I'm hoping we can replicate similar form today. And yeah, so far, 2 minutes, 30 seconds into this match. Watford doing all right so far. And yeah, that's gone out for a goal kick to Jonathan Bond. Let's take a look at the live chat and see who is tuning in. Adventures with Lennon. Hello. Hello, how you doing? Nice save by Bond. VJ's here. Hello. Tony, evening, guys. Come on, you golden boys. That's it, Tony. And yeah, hopefully Watford can pick up the 3 points today. There's only so many times I can say that. long ball over the top. Ogbonna was chasing it and it goes out for a goal kick. So Preston with the early possession here, which is of course to be expected being the home side. And Paul Heckingbottom actually is a manager. I don't mind actually. I think he's a pretty decent coach. And again, I mentioned in my match preview, I found it very odd that Ryan Lowe walked away after this one game. You know, why spend the whole summer building your squad, going for a pre-season, bringing in signings, then walk away after one game? I just found it, you know, a really baffling decision. So if there's any Preston fans in the chat who could maybe give me a bit more insight on Ryan Lowe and why he left, that would be much appreciated, because at the time I found the decision to be very baffling. Did you go, Rudy? Did you go to the Preston 5-1 game? I know you go to quite a lot, so I'm assuming you may have done. Yeah, Preston very much with the early possession here, just passing it around at the back currently, but Watford under no real pressure at the moment. Nothing clear-cut has been created, just a few long balls over the top that Jonathan Bond has been able to quite comfortably handle. And yeah, Preston not doing too much. And yeah, Watford do well to cut that out and win the ball back. Or Preston though have the ball back on this left-hand side now. Watford with some defending to do here. Festi Ebisele defending well. And a big night for Imran Louza from a Watford perspective as well. It's Imran Louza's first championship start this season. And I think we can all sit here and say as Watford fans that Imran Louza, if he wants to be, could be one of the best players in the championship. But whether it's through a lack of work ethic or effort or desire, I don't know what it's been with Louza, or maybe his injury record previously. He's just never quite got up. Oh, here's Kwadwo Bar, one-on-one. Kwadwo Bar! Oh, no! Oh, that's well, it's not unlucky. He should have done better with the finish. Kwadwo Bar there should have scored. Kwadwo Bar, it was an error from the Preston defence. He was through on goal, one-on-one with Freddie Woodman. And God, yeah, Kwadwo Bar, his finishing wasn't quite right there. Oh, it was a lovely ball over the top, actually. I'm just watching this back on the replay. And yeah, Kwadwo Bar, I mean, he was getting closed down there by the goalkeeper. Maybe he rushed his finish somewhat. I mean, he's got to be finding the corner there, really, Kwadwo Bar. But that's the first chance he's had to run in behind. Yeah, it's just unfortunate he couldn't have finished that. That should have been a goal, really. Damn. That's frustrating. Preston with the corner. They've gone right up the other end now. And Watford are defending a set piece here, the first of the match. Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal. Kwadwo Bar, he deserves the goal after his performances as well. That's the frustrating thing. Here's Preston with the corner. Looks like they might be going short. They don't. They float a ball to the back post. Jonathan Bond punches it away. Jonathan Bond was really under quite a bit of pressure there from that corner. Here's Preston still on the ball. Watford with some defending to do here. Everyone is back for Watford defending currently. Kwadwo Bar and Musa Sissoko doing some great pressing work here. And here's Georgie Chatford having his first run of the game. Georgie. Yasser Larouchi picks up the loose ball. Falls to James Morris, edge of the Preston penalty area. Here's Imran Louza. Oh, the referee has stopped play for some reason here. I'm not quite sure what's happened. It looks like a Preston player here may have an injury. But yeah, Watford, I don't know why the referee stopped the game. He didn't actually fall to the ground at all, the Preston player there. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Joel Power, good luck Watford, get a result tonight. Been to the last 4 home games with my uncle and cousin. He has predicted the last 4 home game results. Wow. He can predict the future. We need the 3 points tonight. We absolutely do. Rudy says, hopefully Bar can try and put the goal in the back of the net next time. Yes, it was a massive opportunity for Kwadwo Bar. Yeah, I don't like being too harsh on players. But yeah, he has to be doing better in that position. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Any striker, any attacking player usually bats himself score from that position. And all he had to do really was find a corner, and he hit it straight at Freddie Woodman in goal, which was frustrating. Auntie Angie, hello from Oregon, hello from the US. Wow, go on, you Hornets. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yes, so far so good. I would say the only big chance of Watford so far coming through Kwadwo Bar, and we've kept Preston relatively quiet. Watford with the throw now. Matty Pollock set to take it. Is anyone else wearing this shirt right now? Let me know in the live chat. It is certainly up there. I would say it's in my top. It's probably my favourite shirt, and it's certainly in my top 3 shirts. I really like the purple shirt Watford released this year. Actually, the purple third kit. I really like. Although I never pay full price for Watford kits, I always wait until March, April, May time when they get reduced, because basically I hate spending money is my excuse. So I usually wait until about March and April time to buy my Watford shirts. And yeah, the home kit from this year is really nice as well. But my favourite kit is definitely that purple one. It looks really nice. Preston with the throw here. Auntie Angie, my bestie from Watford, visited me last week and gave me the new black kit. Loving it. Yeah, it's lovely, the black kit. I do love an all black Watford kit. Yeah, I've got a black kit. I was actually going to wear a black kit for the watch along today, but I changed my mind and went for this one instead. And yeah, the next watch along on the channel, by the way, if you are new, will be Luton Town away. I'm not in a high enough away group. I don't go to enough away games to get into Group A, which is who the tickets went on sale to first. So I'll be watching the Luton match here, and you can join me here for that. And I think about 2.5 weeks time, which is very exciting indeed. Here's Imran Loser on the ball. We've not seen too much from Georgie Shakvatatse so far. He had one good run about 5 minutes ago or so, but he's not done too much since. I'm still gutted about that Kwadwo Bar chance. I mean, what a big opportunity, to put us ahead. He might not get a chance that good for the rest of the game, which is the more frustrating thing about that. But yeah, he ran in behind. He showed his pace that we know he has. It's just that final cutting edge, that finish that he was lacking on that occasion. But yeah, Kwadwo Bar still up there as one of my favourite current Watford players. Here's James Morris, plays it out to Imran Loser. He found some space on this left-hand side. Watford playing from right to left as I watch the game currently on the television. I don't know where the away fans are, so I don't know if Watford are actually shooting towards our away fans this half or not. I'll have to keep an eye out for them and see if they show the Watford fans on the TV cameras. But it's quite a long away trip. I mean, if you're not familiar with the UK and you're watching from abroad, Preston is near the Manchester area. So it's about a 3.5 to 4.5 hour car or coach journey, depending on where you're traveling from in the UK. So all the Watford fans who went up there today, it's a really long, tiring away day to do. So fair play to everyone who went up to Preston today. Hobby Town says, you're working for the Luton game. That's a shame. Joel Power, I will definitely join you for the Luton game. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, make sure to hit subscribe down below and click the notification bell, most importantly, so you're notified when we do go live for our new videos and for these watch-alongs, of course, as well. And as DJ says, make sure you consider subscribing. Owen says, we're shooting towards the away fans first. Right, okay. Yeah, because I've not, at least on my feed, they've not actually shown the Watford fans yet. So, yeah. I don't know where they are. Are they in the corner? I assume they're in the corner somewhere, the Watford fans. And here's Watford playing out from the back. I'm surprised Ryan Porteous didn't get an opportunity today. I do feel like he needs some minutes. Oh, here's Preston. Loser with a good tackle in the box. And it's played out to Festi Ebasele. Referee says that's a foul. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think Ryan Porteous needs some minutes actually in the Watford team. I do feel quite sorry for him, although some Watford fans call him a bit of a liability sometimes. So yeah, he's certainly a player that strikes debate into whether he should start or not for Watford. Come on, Watford. Here's Loser. Plays it out to James Morris. Morris out to Imran Loser. Into Georgie Shafatatse. Georgie loses the ball in quite a bad position and then tackles the Preston player. I'm surprised the referee has not given Georgie a yellow card there, actually. It was quite a... it looked to me quite a vicious... No, it wasn't that vicious at all. I don't think he even touched him. But yeah, sometimes sometimes watching in real time, tackles look worse than they are. And on that occasion, yeah, Georgie barely touched Ben Whiteman for Preston. But yeah, it seems like we have quite a big international audience on the watch along today. We've definitely got an American in here. So if you're watching from a country that isn't the United Kingdom, of course, let me know in the live chat where you are watching from. 16 minutes gone here at Deepdale so far. Watford with the best opportunity of the game that we unfortunately couldn't put away through Quadwo Bar. Here's James Morris. Loser chasing the ball, goes out for a Watford throw. Here's Loser. Yassir Larouchi finds Musa Sissoko in midfield, spreads it out wide to Matty Pollock. Sissoko into Kayembe, who spins away from his man, and he gets pulled down by his man, and the referee says that's a free kick to Watford in quite a promising position. So Watford with our first free kick of the match here. Watching from Abbots Langley. Big up Abbots Langley. Yeah, not far from Watford at all. In fact, we drive through Abbots Langley to get to Watford the majority of home matches. So yeah, big up Abbots Langley. A lovely area. So here's a free kick opportunity for Watford. Georgie Shafatatse standing over it. It's probably too far out to shoot. He plays it. He plays it to Quadwo Bar actually. He tries to get a shot away, and it's blocked by Preston. Festi Ebasele picks the ball back up. Quadwo Bar still on it, and that goes out for a Watford corner. Some good incisive attacking movement there from Watford that all resulted from Georgie Shafatatse's free kick. And Watford have now earned themselves a corner. Redbourne. Oh, that's very close to me, Redbourne. Auntie Angie says, I like Porteous, but with me being an American, that might count against him. Right, referee is just speaking to Freddie Woodman here in the Preston goal before Watford get to take this corner. And Edu Kayembe is set to take this. Can Watford score from this corner? It's whipped in. Oh, I thought that was going in then. Bloody hell. I thought that was going into the back of the net. Blimey. It's gone out for, I think, a Watford throw here. But yeah, a lovely delivery from Edu Kayembe. I think Freddie Woodman actually got a hand to that. Yeah, he did. That's a lovely bit of goalkeeping there, actually, by the Preston goalkeeper. VJ is in York, Owen in Chesham, Milkman in Hemel Hempstead, I presume that is. I'm also in Hemel Hempstead, Milkman, so yeah, we live in the same town. How exciting. Yeah, it's not been a particularly entertaining game so far. I've seen a lot more exciting games than this one. It seems a lot closer than I thought actually as well. Maybe I was a little bit naive coming into this, but I just thought with Preston's bad start to the season, I thought Watford might turn them over by 2, 3 or 4 goals even. But so far it's been a pretty tight game. Other than that Quadro bar chance we had quite early on. So yeah, Preston defending well, albeit they've not had a real clear-cut chance themselves. Here's Watford with a throw. Oh, Quadro bar commits a challenge there. The referee's going over to speak to him. Is he going to give him a yellow card here? Hopefully the referee will keep his card in his pocket. But again, Quadro bar showing there the fact he can hold up the ball really well. Yeah, Rudy, you come from miles away. Every single home game, travelling up from near Brighton way is yeah, certainly a big commitment. Here's Georgie, loser, plays in. Here's Quadro bar. Oh, well, it's a shot on target. And yeah, Quadro bar was forced there. So Quadro bar running behind. Imran Loser found him with a lovely ball, actually. But yeah, Quadro bar was probably forced wider than he wanted, really. And the shot there was comfortably saved by Freddie Woodman. But again, Quadro bar showing his strength, showing his pace, running in behind, which is always good to see. Every home game. How many away games do you get to, Rudy, nowadays? I suppose you don't go to every single one because you know, you are so far away. But I assume maybe the London games you get to, like QPR and Millwall, perhaps. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. So Preston with a throw in here, and Watford's defensive third. They're going long with the throw. Or Watford's attempt to clear. We don't fully get it away, and Preston still have the ball, and it's a fantastic save by Jonathan Bond. I don't know who that was for Preston, but they headed it down, and Jonathan Bond does really well to kind of fall down, I think, to his right-hand side there to parry away the header. And that really is excellent goalkeeping from Jonathan Bond, actually, because on another day, that would have been 1-0 to Preston. Yeah, some lovely attacking play there by Preston, and a good save by Jonathan Bond. I think it was Ozmiak for Preston there with the header. And yeah, Watford under quite a sustained period of pressure here from Preston at the moment. Watford sitting quite deep. So 23 minutes, 20 seconds gone. The score is still Preston 0, Watford 0. And yeah, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. It's not been particularly impressive to watch, but we've looked solid, which is good. It's not like the Norwich game where Watford conceded, you know, within, I mean, how many minutes was it? It was probably 3 or 4 minutes against Norwich, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, at least we've stopped conceding within 5 minutes of games now, because that was becoming, you know, a real issue for us. So Preston have another free kick here. A foul was committed by Watford. It's obviously too far out to shoot, so I imagine this will be floated into the penalty area. So free kick is floated in. Or Jonathan Bond tries to get to it. He doesn't do so successfully. And yeah, that had Jonathan Bond scrambling back into his net. But thankfully, the follow-up went out for a goal kick from Robbie Brady there. Yeah, Preston are doing okay, actually. Tony says, is there many Watford up there, James? Usually I have the figure, actually, for the attendance, but I'm not entirely sure about the Watford attendance today. I think we may have sold out our allocation, potentially. But yeah, it certainly wouldn't be too high. I mean, it's a long way to go on a weekday. And I believe there was 2 coaches that left from Vicarage Road earlier today with fans on. But yeah, other than that, I don't know the attendance figures for today. I do apologise. Oh. Here's Georgie pressing the Preston defence. They go all the way back to Freddie Woodman in goal. Watford pressing really high right now, trying to win the ball back here. And I think that goes out for a... Is that a Watford throw? No, it's a Preston throw. Never mind. And Preston have the chance to counter here. They're running at Angelo Ogbonna. And the shot comes in. It looks like they went off the bar, actually, from the camera angle I saw. I'm just waiting to see this back on the replay. But the Preston attacker there was running at Angelo Ogbonna. It was Yasser Larouche. I do apologise. And no, the ball went way over the bar. It's a tiny screen I'm watching this on, so if I occasionally get a player wrong, I do apologise. But I'm not watching it on my big TV, because otherwise it would be too close. So yeah, I'm watching the game on a much smaller screen today. Here's Matty Pollock. So the back three is James Morris as left centre-back. Ogbonna is central. And then Matty Pollock is the right-hand side of the 3 centre-backs. And then you've obviously got Festi Ebesele and Yasser Larouche as the 2 wing-backs. So that's how Watford have set up defensively today. Then you've got Louza and Sissoko in midfield. And then you've got Georgie, Kayembe, and then Kwadwo Bar, of course, up front for Watford today. Watford playing with fire here, playing out from the back. They do get it away successfully. Kate's stuff says Preston North End have a 40% chance of winning on Google. I don't know where Google get their statistical information from, but that's probably maybe a fair assessment. Hobbytown 5-back FIFA tactics. Yes, that is true. I want a bit more excitement. It must be quite boring for you guys sitting here watching me with not a lot to talk about. But I can assure you, I am telling you pretty much everything that happens in this game that is remotely interesting. Yeah, not a lot has happened for a good 10 minutes or so now, which is a bit frustrating. So yeah, the last chance Watford had was again Kwadwo Bar running in behind a good ball from Imran Loser. But yeah, Kwadwo Bar couldn't quite find the far corner on that shot. Can someone let me know what the Bayern Munich Aston Villa score is? I'd love to know what the latest score is in that game. I don't know what time they kicked off. I assume it's probably 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock for Champions League matches? I assume so. So yeah, I'd love to know how Villa are getting on in the Champions League. Here's Preston. Oh, some good play here by Preston. Oh, and the ball falls right into Jonathan Bond's arms, who safely secures it for Watford. 0-0. Okay, did they kick off at 8 p.m? I assume they do. I assume they do in the Champions League. It's not like Watford will ever reach that point. Champions League football. So yeah, I don't know too much, but yeah, I assume they all kick off at 8 p.m. And yeah, when we reach half time, if there's not a lot to talk about, we'll look at the other Championship fixtures taking place this evening as well. Preston winning themselves a corner there. The ball coming off Angelo Ogbonna. If you are new to the channel as well, I know I keep pushing it, but it really does help us out. If you could hit that subscribe button down below, it's totally free to do. Yeah, it would be very much appreciated. And also leave a like on the stream as well. It just tells YouTube that you're enjoying what you're watching, and hopefully it will draw more people in as well. So subscribe and leave a like on the stream is all I would ask if you are watching this today. Preston get the corner in. It's headed away and it falls back to their corner taker. Ogbonna gets his big head on it and gets it away for Watford. Still with some defending to do though. Here's Loser, who isn't strong enough and loses the ball. And the referee said play on. Oh, God, Preston are certainly on the up right now in this game. I think they're having their best spell of the game, I should say, so far, actually. Yeah, Jonathan Bond's had a couple of, decent saves that he's had to make so far, actually. He made some good saves at the weekend at home to Sunderland, actually, Jonathan Bond as well. When there's another break in play, we'll take a look at the Watford substitutes bench to see who could potentially come on in the second half as well. I'd love to see Rocco Vata get some more minutes. I'm really frustrated at how little he's played so far this season. So yeah, Rocco Batta for me is a player I'd love to see maybe come on for Edu Kayembe potentially. Who's not really had too much of an impact so far. Because yeah, he certainly has bags of ability, Rocco Batta. He just needs to be unleashed now in the Championship. And yeah, Watford struggling to really regain possession and have a sustained period on the ball now. Really, Watford, yeah, in the last 5 minutes or so, it's pretty much been defence, defence, defence. Joel Power says, I think it is very good if you can't get to any home or away games. I don't know what you're referencing there, Joel. If you could enlighten me, that would be great. But if you're talking about the watch-alongs, I have a season ticket at Watford, so I go to all the home games, and then pretty much all the away games I'll do watch-alongs for, except maybe the odd one or two that I choose to attend. So you can expect the majority of away games to be watch-alongs here on the channel. And yeah, for all the home games, I'm there, I'm attending, and I'm enjoying myself, most importantly at the football. Yeah, Watford really struggling at the moment to get a good spell of possession here. We keep, losing the ball every 2 or 3 passes. It's quite frustrating to watch. Tom Cleverley, I can see on the touchline there, is being quite vocal in giving his players some instructions. Tony says, how do we watch this live? Is it free? The game is being broadcast live in the UK on Sky Sports Plus, Tony. So that's where you can watch it if you are in the UK. So we've got about 10 minutes to go now until half time. And yeah, my assessment so far would be missed chances for Watford, and I hope, fingers crossed, I hope they won't come back to haunt us, because yeah, we've had one massive chance through Kwadwo Bar, which he should have scored, and then we've had a couple of half chances as well. But other than that, yeah, we've not had too much to shout about really. And Preston are the same really. So I don't think either team really deserve to be ahead in the game at the moment, based on both performances. And I think the classic saying goes, draw your away games, win your home games, and then you should be okay. And I probably, I probably would take a draw today if it happens, but I think that, with confidence being quite high at the moment, and people's expectations rising, I hope Watford can just continue the good momentum and pick up another 3 points today, because the better Watford are faring going into that Luton game, the better. We want to be, the informed team going into that Derby Day match. So yeah, it's really important that we don't lose, I think is what I'm trying to say. Oh god, it's a bit frustrating to watch at the moment. Watford regain possession, do a couple of passes, then we'll lose the ball again, and then Preston will regain possession, then we'll lose the ball again. Georgie just picked up the ball, he lost it. (37 minutes 20 seconds on the clock right now. Yeah, I think it's important we don't concede before half time, because I think we saw that against Norwich, where Watford, got back into the game. And then, yeah, Norwich scored. I think it was just literally about 30 seconds before half time, and it was the worst possible time to score for team morale. So yeah, hopefully I've not jinxed us by saying that. But Preston are certainly the better team in the match currently. VJ says, do you think we are overperforming, or do you see our league position as about right? Interesting question. Do I think we are overperforming? Potentially so. I think myself, I had Watford finishing between about 10th and 16th, kind of that area. So to be right up there in contention for the playoffs and potentially the automatic promotion places currently is certainly above my expectations. It's just whether Watford can continue, really. Oh, referee, that is a disgusting challenge on Georgie Shatfatatse. I mean, he's got to give a yellow card. So Georgie does really well. He picks up the ball and he does what he does best. He runs, 40, 50 yards right up the middle of the pitch. The Preston player kind of brings him down with like a scissor kick type of tackle here. Yeah, that's not a very good tackle there by that Preston player. And yeah, quite rightly a yellow card there, because Georgie, would have been through on goal if he'd kept on going. Villa are winning 1-0. Wow. Who scored? So as a result of that, Watford have a free kick here. And yeah, we don't do anything meaningful with that. Here's Georgie, passes it all the way back to Angelo Ogbonna, who goes back to Jonathan Bond. Ogbonna has looked, I think Ogbonna played against City, he played against Sunderland, and is playing today. I think for me, Ogbonna has looked, really silky smooth. I think we spoke to a West Ham fan a few weeks ago when he signed for kind of our reaction video to it. And he kind of said Ogbonna ages like a fine wine, and now I've seen him play a few games for Watford, I can kind of see what he's saying, because yes, he lacks pace, but because of his age. But in terms of his overall game intelligence and his positional sense, he really is top quality, Angelo Ogbonna. So yeah, very pleased to have him at the club. Here's Edu Kayembe. Loser out to Festi Ebisele, back to Kayembe. Watford struggling to find a way through Preston's defensive line at the moment. Come on, Watford. Just under 4 minutes left to go of normal time in this first half. LaRouche does well. Oh, the ball was played in behind for Kwadwo Bar to run onto. He doesn't quite get onto the end of it there. Here's Georgie. Kwadwo Bar doesn't have enough time to get a shot away. Here's Sissoko. Plays it out to Matty Pollock. Watford really trying to probe this Preston back line currently. Here's Yasser LaRouche. Georgie Shatfatatse. Back to James Morris. LaRouche goes down. Referee says that is a foul, and Watford have a free kick. Pau Torres scored for Villa. Very nice, very nice. It's always nice to see English teams do well in the Champions League, other than Manchester City, of course, because they are a fraud of a club. I mean, how Manchester City have got away for so long with these charges looming over them completely stuns me, to be honest with you. But that's a conversation for a completely different video. Here's Loser standing over the ball. Oh, quite a dangerous ball in from Loser. No Watford players get on the end of that. Ah, here's Georgie. Go and get a shot away, Georgie. He doesn't do so. Kayembe. He looks to get a shot away. He also chooses not to. And Watford win a corner here. And Watford, just before half-time, are probably playing the best football we've seen this half from the Hornets. Right, here's Kayembe. He stands over the corner. Oh, the Preston goalkeeper could not get to that. Go on, Georgie. Go on, Georgie. Ah. Oh, it's been a frustrating game. It really has been a frustrating game to watch so far. Yeah, it's not been particularly entertaining, has it? The Man City game certainly had a lot more going on than this one. Just quickly bring up the Watford substitute bench so you can see the options we have to bring on in the second half as well. We'll take a look at this properly when the referee blows his whistle. But you can see there we've got Porteous, Tom Ince, Rocco Vata, Ken Sema, Pierre Duomo, Bio, Andrews, all available to come on for Watford in the second half. So we certainly have options available. It's just whether Tom Cleverley chooses to use them early or if he chooses to persist with the team that's out there on the pitch currently. So we're approaching 45 minutes, about 5 seconds away. We'll just see how much time the fourth official will add on. Oh, here's Georgie. With Watford have quite a lot of space here. He just needs to pass this ball to Yasser Larouchi. Larouchi on the ball. He gets a cross in. Oh, Larouchi. Oh, Kayembe shoots over the bar. And yeah, a good attacking move by Watford. Was it Kayembe? Was it Festi Ebesele? I think it might have been Ebesele with the shot. Just going to watch this back on the replay now. Yeah, I think it was Festi Ebesele who shot over the bar there. And again, you'd expect him to maybe get that on target. I think he rushed the shot there on the half volley. And yeah, like the Quadway bar chance, potentially he should have done a little bit better there. And that should be half time. The referee blows up for half time. It indeed is half time. Can't get my words out tonight. So yeah, Preston 0, Watford 0 at Deepdale. What is my summary of the game so far? I think both teams have had chances to go ahead. Clearly, Quadwo Bar was the big chance for Watford with that one-on-one chance. And yeah, Jonathan Bond got down and made a good save from Preston's opportunity as well. So both teams have had the chance to go ahead. And yeah, at the moment, it is a stalemate up at Deepdale. As I said, not the most entertaining game, but also certainly not the most boring game I've ever watched either. So yeah, let's take a look back at the benches for both teams. Josh Bowler actually is a player I want to highlight for Preston. I was expecting him to start the game today. He's probably their best attacking player, or their most key player, I should say. Alongside Will Grigg when he's fit and available as well. So I'm surprised Josh Bowler's not playing for them. I expect if they are still not winning the game, he'll come on at some point, in that second half. And then for Watford, really you want to be looking at offensive changes, the likes of Tom Ince, Rocco Vata, Vacuum Bio. I don't particularly want to see. I'm not a massive Bio fan, but maybe today he can do the job. I believe Bio actually scored in that 5-1 victory against Preston last season. So maybe it is Bio's turn today to come in and grab a goal potentially. Other players there, Ryan Andrews, is he actually fit enough to get some minutes today? I'm not so sure. He was out with a thigh injury. I think it was. Pierre Duomo is probably too young and inexperienced to come in to a game like this. So I think primarily you're really looking at Tom Ince and Rocco Vata and Bio potentially to make an impact from the bench in this game. So let me know if you would bring any subs on at half time. If it was me, I'd bring on Vata. I'm a massive Vata fan for Kayembe. And then, Bio maybe for Quadwo Bar if his legs start to go, because I think Tom cleverly commented on Quadwo's Bar's fitness recently, and he said he maybe can't play a full 90-minute match. So yeah, I assume what will happen is we'll probably start the second half as we've seen the first half play out, and then we'll probably get to around the 60th minute mark. And then he'll probably make the changes then. But I don't expect Quadwo Bar to see out the full 90. I do feel like Quadwo Bar will be swapped for Bio at some point. D France is not too bad, lacking a bit of creativity / cutting edge. Hopefully we can find the answer in the second half. I do hope so. I'm not a huge fan of night matches when I'm watching from home because I get quite tired. When I'm at the ground, of course, I'm very excited. But watching from home, if the match isn't that exciting, if there's not that many goals, I tend to find myself drifting off to sleep. So hopefully we'll have some goals in the second half to wake me up. Hobby Town says Kles will go with a back four and then go 43-1 for the final 20 for some pressure. You also said maybe give it to 70 minutes to make the changes. As I said earlier, I think Rocco Vata, he just looks like such a unpredictable player to me, where when you get to that last 20, 10, 20 minutes, does the Preston defence really want to be coming up against a player as skillful, as quick, and with as much quality as Rocco Vata? Of course they don't. So I'd love to see Vata, get some minutes, today, at some point in the second half. I'm going to shoot off just for a few minutes to have a quick break. Literally, I'll be 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back getting ready for the second half. If you haven't already, of course, please hit subscribe down below, and don't forget to leave a like on the stream as well. It'd be very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll be back in literally about 2 or 3 minutes time. Hello, I have returned. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not been that exciting, has it? I think we can all agree it's been a pretty mediocre game. But yeah, hopefully the second half will improve. I've got a nice bottle of Evian water here to keep me going as well. Oh dear. Maybe one day, if it gets really bad, I'll have like a bottle of vodka there. Who knows? But for now, as Watford are doing well, we'll just stick to the best hydration source in the world in the good old H2O. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Half time. We're in the game. We're still here. You know, we've not conceded. We didn't concede within 5 minutes, which is good. Uh, Let me know how my audio sounds, by the way, as well, because I know a few streams back we did have some audio issues. So hopefully my audio sounds okay. I know a few streams back. That's okay. I've just listened to myself. I'm all good. I sound normal. But yeah, you know, hopefully Watford can get the winner, because I always find 0-0 games so frustrating to watch. I always just want the elation of a goal, and then when it doesn't come, you know, it's quite frustrating. So yeah, I really do hope we get the goal today. Have any of you guys, while we're waiting for the players to come back out, got FC 25? I used to get every single FIFA game when it come out since about 2013. So I used to buy every FIFA game since about 2013, and then last year I didn't buy it just because I felt like they weren't adding enough new stuff to the game. I may get this year's, who knows? Maybe I'll leave it every 2 years, so I'll buy the game in 2 year increments. But yeah, I've not brought it there yet this year. So let me know if you guys have got the new EA FC Football Manager as well. Football Manager 2025 got announced a couple of days ago as well. So I'm looking forward to playing that when that eventually comes out as well. And yeah, I'll just take a quick look at Twitter actually, just to see what the fan reaction is to the match so far, because I always enjoy seeing what people are saying on Twitter. Oh, it's a good picture there of the away fans, actually. I'll just bring that up on the screen for you guys now, so you guys can see what the Watford away following looks like. There we go. So hopefully you guys can see that. That is the Watford away following today. So look, not a huge following, of course, but certainly, you know, a decent turnout for a game midweek. And yeah, the players should be back out in a few minutes. Just refresh that. Yeah, it's a long old journey. I mean, what time will this game finish? The game will finish about 9:30, 9:45. And then yeah, I mean the fans. It's about a 3.5, 4 hour commute. So what's that? 10 p.m. You know, you're looking at maybe 2 or 3 a.m. Getting back home today. So yeah, a long old. Oh shit! I'm not meant to be showing that. Let me take that off. Deary me. Let me remove that. There we go. I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh dear. But yeah, it's a long old commute for the Watford fans. So fair play to everyone who travelled up to the game today. Let me just remove that. Remove that as well. The players are just coming out now for the second half as well. So yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully Watford can get that goal that we've been chasing for quite some time now. Because as I just said, I absolutely despise you know, 0-0 matches, because I love the elation of a goal, and then when I leave Vicarage Road and Watford haven't scored, I just feel like I'm kind of missing something in my veins, really. So yeah, I really hope the game does not end in a 0-0 draw. But yes, let me just get the stream back up now. And yeah, we're about to kick off here for the second half. The Watford players are just emerging from the tunnel as I speak. I'll let you know if any substitutions are made, of course, as well. As I can see currently, it looks like all the players that are coming out on the pitch are the players that started in the first half. Matty Pollock's there, Georgie, Kwadwo Bar, James Morris, they're all back out for the second half. VJ says, let's get James to 1,500 subs before Christmas. That's a very ambitious goal, VJ. But yeah, if we could do that, that would be absolutely incredible. But yes, second half is getting ready to begin now at Deepdale. And yeah, Tom Cleverley's coming back out and walking to take his place back in the away dugout. And here we go, Watford playing from left to right this time, so shooting away from the Watford fans. And Georgie Shafatatse is about to get Watford underway for the second half. Let me know your score predictions in chat. You can still get your score predictions in because no goals have happened. So I'll go with a 2-1 Watford win. I reckon we'll see 3 goals in the second half. So yeah, I'll go with a 2-1 Watford victory in this game. I think the second half will be a lot more open. And yeah, Preston very early on there, winning the ball back from Watford, getting a shot away. And yeah, within 30 seconds of the second half starting, Preston there have won themselves a corner. Robbie Brady heading over to take it. Here we go, Preston with the corner. Floated into the back post. Someone gets their head on it, and it was a Watford player. I think it was Matty Pollock who got his head on that effort, and it's gone out for another Preston corner, this side in the opposite end. And when there's a break in play, we'll run you through the Champions League and other championship scores that are going on today as well, because it's, of course, very interesting to listen to. Oh, Preston again going really close, just over Jonathan Bond's crossbar there. Bloody hell. So let's take a look at the other championship matches. Not too many goals. Sheffield United currently beating Swansea by 1-0. Of course, Preston 0. Watford 0, Bristol City 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and then Stoke City 3, Portsmouth 1, which is currently the biggest result of the evening so far. And we'll take a look at the Champions League scores as well. Champions League scores, let's take a look. Benfica 1, Atletico Madrid 0, Liverpool 1, Bologna 0, Leipzig 1, Juventus 0. Real Madrid are losing. Wow. And it's Aston Villa 0, Bayern 0. I believe the Aston Villa goal was disallowed. So for whoever told me Villa had scored earlier, I believe their goal was actually disallowed in the game today, which is of course very frustrating for them. But yeah, that's what happens when you have VAR. At least in the Championship, when a goal is scored, a goal is scored. So there's no ambiguity. You know, if Watford score a goal, more often than not, it's given. Whereas in the Premier League, you can score, and then if your foot is 1 centimetre offside, you know, then they'll disallow the goal, which is why I don't like VAR. I'd rather you just let the officials make the decision, and then if they get it wrong, you know, they get it wrong really. But here's Preston on the attack down this right hand side. And I think they win themselves another corner. They do. And Preston have started this second half very quickly indeed. Yasser Larouchi doing some good defensive work there. Right, here's Preston with the corner. Again, they've gone towards the back post. Jonathan Bond punches clear, and the Watford defensive line moves up the pitch. Oh, God. This is, you know, it's not very entertaining to watch this. VJ says, I really like the Preston fans. A lot of them wear bowler hats. Nice bunch. Yes, actually, that's true. When they come down to our ground last season, I think literally their entire away end was wearing them bowler hats, which was quite funny to see. And I think they actually do it in remembrance of previous fans who had died, so like family members, friends, or just any Preston fans who had died in the previous year. From speaking to some of them, I think they just choose one match day per season to do it. And then last year they chose Watford, so yeah, as you say, they all turned up in their bowler hats, and it certainly was a sight. It's not something I'd seen at football before. Hobby Town, what have I missed? Delivery turned up. You've not missed too much at all. Rudy says they seem to have improved since we last played them. I would agree. It's certainly not been as open as that 5-1 match from last season. And Watford now win a corner through Yasser Larouchi. Again, some good work down that left-hand side. I think Yasser Larouchi is a player who had a decent start at his Watford career. Then he tailed off a little bit and now has come back into the team and is doing quite well. So I'm liking what I've seen from Larouchi in the past couple of games. He had a great performance against Manchester City as well, actually. Here's Georgie with the corner. Oh, no, it's off the line. Oh, my gosh. It's off the line. I don't know who that was who headed that down, but it was a great delivery in by Georgie Shafatatse, and it was cleared off the goal line by Preston. I'm just waiting to see this on the replay. I think it might have been, was it Sissoko with the header? Just watching the replay now. Here's Georgie. Oh, that's so unlucky. Yeah, it was Sissoko with the header. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was the moment. Ah, oh, that's frustrating. And here's Preston, and Preston have scored. Bloody hell. They were just showing us the replay of the Watford chance, and then all of a sudden, the camera cuts to Preston, who have just scored a goal, and it's 1-0 to the Lily Whites. Oh, God. We didn't even see the goal because the Sky Sports was showing the Watford chance on the replay, so I've not actually even seen the goal. It was a ball over the top. Oh, that looks offside to me. Oh, what a shame. It's 1-0 to Preston. I'm sorry to say. That's frustrating. So Sissoko has his header cleared off the line, and then Preston goes straight up the other end and score. Oh, God. That's frustrating. Okay, let me change the score. Preston 1, Watford 0. Yeah. Owen says Andrews and Bio on, Ebisele and Ogbonna off. Fair enough. Oh, that's frustrating. That really is frustrating. And they didn't even show the goal in real time as well. That was a funny thing, that they were still showing Musa Sissoko's header that was cleared off the line. And yeah, they went up the other end and scored a goal. And yeah, them two substitutions have happened now. So Ryan Andrews has come on for Festi Ebisele. And it looks like Watford have gone to the back four with Ogbonna coming off and Bio coming on. So it looks like potentially a 4-4-2 for Watford. Oh, here's Preston again. There's a man at the back post unmarked. Oh, and it's headed over Jonathan Bond's crossbar that time. Oh, God, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It was a decent goal, actually, to be fair, for Preston. But again, it's just Watford, switching off. We had that Sissoko chance. They were probably still frustrated by that. I think it was a quick goal kick that was taken. Our players were, out of position. And then, yeah, Preston, did well on the counter-attack. And I think it was Ozmiak, if that's how you pronounce his name, with the goal for them. So, yeah, very frustrating, but, we can't do anything about it now. Yeah, right in front. The goal actually happened right in front of the Watford fans as well, which is a little bit of a kick in the teeth, to be honest with you. Here's Vacuum Bio getting involved early on here. Hopefully Bio can have an impact. I think he needs a goal. I think he's desperate to get on the score sheet again. And there's still plenty of time to go. We've got over, 30 minutes left to go in this match. So there's still plenty of time for Watford, to even win this still. But we just need to get a goal, sooner rather than later, really. Well, James Morris is really well there to turn away from his man under some pressure. Oh, here's Georgie. Spins away well. Georgie into Bio, who takes a strange touch and does a strange pass, but Watford still have possession. Oh, what a shot that was by Ryan Andrews, and what a save by Freddie Woodman in goal. A powerful shot there by Andrews, which stung the palms of Freddie Woodman. Here's Loser. Kayembe, Sissoko. Here's Pollock. Kayembe looking to find Bio with a run over the top of the Preston defence. Here's Sissoko. Looked like he was going to shoot there. He hesitated. He passes it out wide to Georgie Shakfatatse. Georgie. And the move breaks down and falls back into the Preston goalkeeper's arms. Stoke 6 up. Bloody hell. Stoke City. Blimey. Wow. Oh, Preston goalkeeper's gone down with an injury here. Oh dear. Just frustrating. I hate conceding. I really do. Yeah, all the Preston players have gone over to Paul Heckingbottom for a bit of a team talk. I can't see if Watford are doing the same. It looks like Freddie Woodman did a bit of a Daniel Batman there, where he just went down with maybe a fake injury, just to kind of regroup the team. But yeah, he looks to be okay now. So yeah, the game's restarted. Possession given back to Preston. Tony says, why can't we play football the easy way? Because we are Watford, and Watford do not do easy, Tony. That is why. Oh, dear. So, yeah, if you are just tuning in, we did have them 2 substitutions that I'll just read back out to you now. It was Andrews and Bio on, and then Ebisele and Ogbonna off. So a change of formation for Watford, of course, with them 2 substitutions, with both Bio and Kwadwo Bar playing up top, most likely. And then, yeah, Ryan Andrews playing as more of a right back rather than a right wing back per se. But yeah, I think for me it's just a shame if we lose the game, because I just want to keep the good vibes going, the positive momentum. Of course, I want to keep doing better than Luton as well. But before that big game in a couple of weeks, so I still think it's important Watford do not lose today. And there's still plenty of time to go. There's still a good half an hour, if not more, to go of this match. But so far, Preston very much the dominant side in this match. They've just had another chance there on the volley from Robbie Brady, although that was way over Jonathan Bond's crossbar that time. Yeah, Watford just look half a yard off it. We don't look quite on it today. I mean, Preston just look like they have more energy for whatever reason. It shouldn't be an excuse, really. His vacuum bio, he does well to hold up the ball there. What a mess this is defensively. James Morris and Matty Pollock. I mean, it took nearly 3 defenders there to take the ball off of 1 man for Preston, which was quite funny to watch. But yeah, Watford did get away with it in the end. Oh. Come on, Watford. We can do much better than what we've seen today. I'm just going to take a quick look on social media to see what people are saying. Someone said, not sure how much longer I can take a Kayembe being consistently bad off and on the ball. So some criticism there from someone of Kayembe. Someone else here on Twitter says this game needs a bit of Rocco Vata. I definitely could agree with that. I'd love to see Rocco Vata get some minutes here today. Another substitution here from Watford. Again, it's not quite the substitution we'd really want to see. Yasser Larouchi coming off and Ken Sema coming on. I mean, it's not inspiring particularly a lot of confidence in me. But yeah, that's the sub Tom's decided to do. So I believe Watford have one more chance to make a substitution in this game. Oh dear. Well, if we lose today, I really hope we win on Saturday because I want to go into that Luton game with a lot of confidence. I do apologise for the lack of detailed commentary today, but it's quite a difficult game to commentate on. Actually, the ball being turned over quite often, and not entirely lots of chances being made. So I do apologise if my commentary is a bit broken today. But yeah, as I said, it's not particularly the most exciting game to watch. Right, Preston have a throw in Watford's final defensive third here. We can't let them score again because then it will be game over. Oh, for God's sake! They've got a second goal. Literally, as soon as I say that, they score. I mean, I'm such a jinx. Oh, God. How frustrating. How frustrating. And yeah, that's probably game done. I can't see Watford, winning from this position anymore. Oh God. Oh dear. Yeah, that is 2-0 to Preston. So we will get the score changed as we always do. I just want to try and see this on the replay quickly, actually. Yeah, it's just poor defending from Watford again. It's just individual mistakes, really. Jonathan Bond couldn't do a lot about that. And I believe that was Ozmiak again who scored that first goal for Preston. Yeah, he got their second goal as well. VJ says stay positive. It is difficult, VJ, when you are 2-0 down away from home. I can't lie. Callum Coyle, come on, Watford. Yes, Callum. Well, we're not doing very well at the moment, so yeah. There we go. There's always a chance, of course, but the way Watford have played today, Preston are desperate for the 3 points. They'll start to time waste shortly. I don't think we'll get back into this game. And my mind obviously goes back to the first half and the Quadway bar chance where he was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and he didn't put that away. And I think that's where we've lost the game today. Really, we just haven't been clinical enough with our chances. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, currently 66 minutes and 55 seconds gone at Deepdale. It's Preston 2, Watford 0. Here's Vacuum Bio. Bio commits a foul. Is he going to get booked here by the referee? This is the problem now. I mean, Watford are committing silly fouls, and the Preston players, quite rightly, and we would do the same, of course, are just staying down for a bit longer, wasting time, and yeah, I really don't think Watford will get back into this. I mean, we've seen it this season. The Millwall comeback was a great win, of course, coming back from behind. But yeah, I don't think I don't think we'll win today or even get a draw. Callum says we will come back. Watch this. I hope so, Callum. I really do hope so. Here's Preston again, really causing this Watford back line some issues. Some good last-ditch defending there, but I think that was James Morris that time, sliding in with the challenge inside the penalty area. Ah. Come on, Watford. Let's just get a goal. I just want to see one goal to make it worth my time watching this quite poor performance. Right, here's Preston with the corner. Jonathan Bond does quite well. Bio, Kayembe, Sissoko. Oh, referee, that's a foul. Thank you very much. And a yellow card as well. Blimey. Yeah, Ben Whiteman there committing a foul on Georgie Shakpatatse, and he's picked up a booking. Here's Loser. I mean, what a weird ball that is. Oh dear. Right, the ball's gone back to Jonathan Bond. You can see I'm losing the motivation to commentate on this now. Here's Georgie Shakpatatse. Come on. We could still draw this game theoretically. We could still win this game theoretically as well. Our Quadwo bar there was through on goal, but the linesman probably quite rightly flagged for offside. Oh dear. People are saying on social media maybe keep Barr as an impact sub rather than starting him from the beginning. Someone says, what is it over these past years with us being so bad away from home? I don't know. I think for me, I don't mind losing football matches because that's just part of the game. But we beat a really quality team in Sunderland at Vicarage Road. Sunderland will be up there come the end of the season, challenging for... Oh, here's Vacuum Bio. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, that is one of the easiest chances I've ever seen. I mean, I cannot believe it. I mean, Bio there... I mean, let me just watch this on the replay. He wasn't offside. So Bio is through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he puts it wide. I mean, he is just he really is a terrible finisher. I mean, that is a woeful finish. I mean, he must be so low on confidence because I don't know how he hasn't scored that chance. I mean, I don't know how he's not scored that. I mean, that is just simply awful. Wow. I don't know if any of you guys have just seen that Vacuum Bio chance, but he was put through on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It was probably an easier chance than Kwadwo Bar had in the first half. And I don't know what the shot was from Vacuum Bio, but he just didn't hit it cleanly. And it went, way past the post from about 6 or 7 yards out. I mean, what a woeful finish from a player who clearly, I don't know what it is with Vacuum Bio. He's moved to Udinese. He's been loaned back to us. Maybe his mind just isn't at Watford anymore. I don't know. I mean, he's never been my favourite player, but as a striker, you've got to be scoring a chance like that. You really have. Mark Brisbane, how does he get a game? Me and my son have nearly smashed the living room up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that chance there was absolutely criminal for me. I mean, he's got to be scoring that. He really has to. So here's Preston with a set piece. 74 minutes gone. The ball's whipped in, and it's 3-0 to Preston. I mean, that's a fantastic finish, a fantastic goal. And it's 3-0, and that is the game done. And I don't know, I mean, what is it with Watford and, just being so hit and miss? I mean, how can we go... Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, how can we go from beating Sunderland to this performance? I mean, this is just so disappointing. I mean, I don't know what Tom Cleverley is going to say after this game, but it's just a shocking performance. I think 2 of the goals actually have come from set pieces as well. Or was it? It might have been all 3. Oh, yeah, it was 1 counter-attacking goal. And then the other 2 goals were from set pieces. So that's clearly something that has to be worked on from Watford, defending set pieces. Yeah, just not closing down. I mean, the guy who scored, we just didn't close him down quick enough, and he got the shot away. And fair play, it was a decent finish, but oh God, I mean, 3-0 was quite a heavy defeat. Let's not beat around the bush here. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 is quite a poor performance. Here's Georgie. I mean, is there really any point in me, watching this anymore? I don't know. I don't know. We'll stay until the end. We always do. I've been at some really terrible football matches. I've been at Man City 8-0. I've been at, the Man City FA Cup final. I've been at, 5-0 home losses as well. I've been at much worse results than this, but it's not been good tonight at all. Big D WFC says it's done. Mark Brisbane, we're in trouble Saturday. Yeah, I mean, Middlesbrough are a better team, Mark. So, although Watford are 10 matches unbeaten at home under Tom Cleverley. So, there is that, of course, but... yeah, Tom Cleverley looks quite disheartened, actually, in the dugout. I don't think we've been fully committed to the game today. I really don't. I don't think everyone. I think the defense actually have actually been okay. Like, in terms of individual performances, I think Matty Pollock has been okay. I thought LaRouche was okay before he come off as well. But yeah, it's just individual errors, isn't it? Mark, why is Bio still at the club? How many chances does this fella need? He's a Sunday league player at best. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and swear at players, because that's not my personality or style. But he's not good enough. He's not good enough. I mean, that chance he had. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's a senior striker. He had plenty of time. He had plenty of space. He was unchallenged. He's just got to slide that into the far corner with a decent bit of power. And he just completely fluffs his lines. I mean, it's just an abhorrent finish. It really is. That is true. As VJ said, Vacuum Bio technically is not a Watford player. He's a Udinese player who's now on loan at Watford because they brought him in the summer, of course. But that's, I mean, I don't understand that decision still. It's still very odd. Adventures with Lennon, obviously in reference to Ryovic here. This is what happens when you loan out our top goal scorer. Yep, I think that decision will come back to bite Cleverly. I was never Ryovic's biggest fan, but he's scored more goals than Bio on a more consistent basis. And Bio just simply is not, cutting it at the moment in this team. Matt2890, hello Matt. Why on earth have we brought Bio on? It's almost like he's already left before the season is over, the way he's missing these easy chances. All airtime, hello. I still think we win at home on Saturday. We'll see. But Middlesbrough, are a tough side. Michael Carrick is a good young manager like Tom Cleverley is. So, every championship game is going to be tough. Maybe I was just a bit naive going into this one, thinking we'd beat them comfortably. Bloody hell, I thought that was going to be 4-0 there. Preston really easily get past Ryan Andrews down this left-hand side. Number 29 for Preston glides past Ryan Andrews. Ryan Andrews couldn't get near to him. And thankfully, Jonathan Bond was there to smother the attempted effort, because that would have been 4-0 and a hat-trick for Ozmiak if he'd scored that. So, dearie me. And yeah, we've lost a few viewers in the watch along, which is fine. It's to be expected. Of course, Watford's losing quite heavily today. Ugh. VJ says, I don't bet, but I would have happily put a tenner on a Watford win. I don't bet either, VJ. I don't think I would ever bet on Watford to do anything, quite frankly. I think we're such a hit and miss team. It's like in our relegation season, we beat Liverpool 3-0. What a fantastic result, and then we still get relegated. So we're such a bogey team. We can beat Sunderland at Vicarage Road, relatively comfortably. Yet we go away to a poor Preston side and get turned over heavily. So I don't know. I don't know what we are. I think we need to readjust our expectations. We all thought going into this season we would struggle and be towards the lower end of the table, and that might still happen. And of course that. Oh, what a save by Freddie Woodman! Great shot by. I think that was Ryan Andrews again that time. But yeah, I think people I think because of the good start, people's expectations had risen to maybe us challenging for the playoffs. And then when results like this happen, of course it's a bit humbling, and you get brought back down to earth. So yeah. As I always say, it is what it is. Whatever will happen will happen. We're just going to be here for the ride. But yeah, today's not been very pretty from a Watford perspective. Tom Potts, what are we doing? I don't know. You tell me, Tom. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know what we're doing. Adventures with Lennon, can't wait till Kevin Caben is fit to play. Yeah, he apparently is a really exciting, really pacey centre-back as well. So I think when he's fit and when he's available, that will be a much-needed addition to the squad. And I think this is a bit unfair, actually, on Rocco Vata. I wanted to see Rocco Vata about half an hour ago. He's just been brought on by Tom Cleverley in place of Kwadwo Bar. And Tom Ince has also come on to the pitch in place of Edu Kayembe. I mean, the substitutions really are pointless at this point. I mean, these are substitutions you should be making at 1-0 down, not 3-0 down. The Ken Sema substitution for LaRouche was still very odd. You know, I don't think Ken Sema has really done anything remotely positive, you know, in this second half at all. So I think again he may have got these substitutions wrong today. I think against Sunderland he got the subs wrong as well. I think as much as I love the guy, Ryan Porteous at right wing back is a experiment I don't want to see again. But look, Tom Cleverley is inexperienced. He'll keep learning from these games. Tom says, "I'm worried. You're worried Clevs might lose a dressing room. He won't lose a dressing room. He will not. I don't know why. What has made you think that? But we're certainly nowhere near that stage yet. You know, it's just one game. It's a very poor game, of course. But I don't think Cleverley has lost the dressing room at all. I think there's still characters that I'd move on. I think Bio should be gone completely. I still don't know why we even loaned him. Loser is a player where I just don't think with his body language, he looks like he really wants to be here. So in the long term, those are two players who really need to leave the club. But no, I don't think Tom Cleverley has lost the dressing room. I don't agree with that comment at all. I mean, someone on Twitter says here the Rivich decision will continue to look worse and worse week after week. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people calling for Mileta Rivich, which is interesting. I mean, again, a bit like Vacuum Bio. Some people do love Bio. I, on the other hand, am not a massive Bio fan. It's the same with Rivich. Some people love Rivich. I mean, I think he can score goals in certain areas, but aside from that, I think his game is quite weak. So yeah, some people love Rivich. Some people love Bio. Unfortunately, we've got Vacuum Bio, and why he's still at the club, we'll have to make do, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's just. Yeah, I still can't get over that chance he fluffed earlier in the game. I mean, what an easy chance for him to score. I mean, it was on a plate. Charlie Brisbane, hello. Loser plays like a loser. Yeah. Yeah. Loser has a very unfortunate name, doesn't he? Yeah, Loser for me. When he first joined the club, I thought he was quality. I just don't feel like his head is here anymore. I just think we need to cash in, get red, bring in a young, EFL talent in that position. In his place instead. I don't know why Loser is still here, really. I mean, there's not long left to go now, about 4 or 5 minutes left of this game. Here's Georgie Shaffatatse, wins Watford a corner. And yeah, Watford have started to try now with just 5 minutes to go, which is classic Watford. If you've watched us for a number of years, where we'll lose and then for the last 5 minutes we'll try. Tom Potts, is Jefferson injured? Yes, but for this game he is injured. Yeah, he's got a thigh injury, I believe. Tom Cleverley confirmed for this game, but he said he should be back for Saturday. So you should see Daniel Jefferson on Saturday for Watford. And that's the same with Tom Bashiru as well, of course. Charlie Brisbane, you missed Lloyd Doyley. I think every Watford fan misses Lloyd Doyley, Tom. Oh, Charlie, I should say. Watford FC Netherlands, hello. How are you doing? Mark says, I will pay for Bio's taxi and flight if it means he goes. Mark is clearly not a fan of Vacuum Bio. I mean, he's certainly... I mean, he's not helping himself, is he? I mean, he really is I mean, he's just not good. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can say without, you know, slandering Bio, really. I mean, it's just not a good footballer. I don't know what his best position is because it doesn't look like he's a natural striker. You know, he doesn't look like a clinical goal scorer to me. I just don't know. I don't know what Bio is. Tom out in Australia, good morning, or obviously good evening in the UK. Just saw the score. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't wake up for this one, Tom. Of course. Mark Brisbane, I would have them in training tomorrow. Well, I'm sure they will be. Of course, it's a very short turnaround. Thursday, Friday, then the game at the weekend, of course. Watford FC Netherlands, lose against bottom, win against top of the league. I love Watford. Yeah, you've summed that up well. You have summed that up well. Or Preston have a chance here. Jonathan Bond comes out and sweeps that up. If he didn't do so, they would have been 1-on-1 there with Jonathan Bond. Okay, so I think it's time as we come towards the end of this game, talk about my thoughts and feelings and then mention when our next watch long will be. Kind regards from Angela. Thank you, Brendan. I hope you're having a nice time over in Italia. Looks lovely. The pictures you've been posting, Brendan, look really nice. I'm very jealous. The beaches, the nice blue water. So yeah, I'm very jealous. But yeah, look, let's talk about the game quickly. It's been really poor. You know, I think for me, it's 2 of the goals come via set pieces as well. So that's clearly now an issue Watford have. We've conceded quite a lot from set pieces this season. The Coventry goal, Ellis Sims, that was from a corner, I believe. So yeah, I mean, I don't have the words really for the performance today, but we've not been that terrible. I mean, we've had chances to score goals. Oh, here's Preston again. Sorry, it's a 3v3 situation. And yeah, well defended by Watford. 7 minutes added time. Bloody hell, where have the 7 minutes come from? Goodness me. Oh my God, the referee adding 7 minutes on. I mean, let's just get the game done, ref. I do not want to play these 7 minutes at all. But yeah, I keep getting distracted. Let me get back to the game. Yeah, really poor. 2 of the goals via set pieces. My mind keeps going back to the Kwadwo Bar chance in the first half where he was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He should have done better there, and he'll know that himself. Chance here for Watford. Doesn't amount to anything. Vacuum Bio, strange substitution. I mean, he's just... there's many words I could use to describe Bio that I'm not willing to use on the internet. Yeah, he's just not... I mean, he just doesn't look like a footballer to me. I don't know what it is with Bio. It's just a very strange player. He does some things really well, and he does some things extremely badly. And one of the things he does badly is scoring goals. And as a striker, you have to score goals. So, yeah, that is my point on Vacuum Bio. The substitutions were a bit strange for me, generally as well, but the game's done. I'll forget about it. I'll move on. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. How is Ozmiak still playing? Shouldn't he be banned? He should be after the incident. Of course, he bit a player last week. I can't remember who he was actually playing, but yeah, I mean, he scored the 2 goals today, so I don't know what's happening with that whole saga, but you are right, he should be banned, absolutely. I don't know what the FA are doing. It's very strange. Yeah, still about 5 minutes to go here, guys, of of torture. I do apologise, but we will be done shortly. Just to let you know what's going on with the channel as well, Watford FC themselves are still granting us access to both players and various staff members to interview throughout this season, and that will continue in the coming weeks. So make sure to keep an eye out for our latest player interviews when they do get released. Our latest one was with Ryan Porteous, and we sent Finn on the Zoom call with Ryan Porteous to ask him a few questions about this season. So that video is now available to view via our YouTube channel. We've also had chats with Matty Pollock, Tom Deli-Bashiru, Scott Duxbury, Tom Cleverley as well. So we're very fortunate Watford have given us that access. So please do go and check out the videos if you have the time after the stream today. And in terms of the next live match watch along, our next live stream will be for Luton Town away and the Derby Day fixture. You can join us here for a bumper watch along, if you will. I'm expecting lots of viewers to tune in for that one. Maybe we'll cross the 100 viewer threshold, who knows. But yeah, I'm expecting lots of people to tune in for that. And that is in a couple of weeks' time. I believe on the 19th of October, at a more reasonable time of 12:30 in the afternoon here in the UK. So it's not another late night watch along. It's at lunchtime, which is much better for my own sanity. So you can join me here in a couple of weeks for Luton Town, and also make sure to keep an eye out later this week. We'll be doing our Middlesbrough match preview and our match reaction, and then over the international break hopefully we can get a video published for you as well. But overall, yeah, this is up there with Norwich for me as quite a disappointing performance. Individual errors once again coming to rue Watford, and yeah, you know, it's just disappointing. It's not like Preston are a top side either. They've had a really poor start to the season, and I'm sure they'll be very happy. I mean, this will be their biggest win of the season so far. So for them, they will be absolutely, absolutely delighted and over the moon with this. Just about a minute and a half left to go. So get your final thoughts in the live chat. All airtime says feel bad for the fans that are travelling. So do I. Tom Potts, watch us beat Middlesbrough on Saturday. Maybe Tom. Who knows? VJ says great content. Thank you. Yeah, if Watford offer me the chance to interview Bio, I'm absolutely going to do that. And I think you have to be very mindful of players' mental health and general welfare. I'm not going to ask anything that I shouldn't ask. But yeah, I'd love to speak to Vacuum Bio if he was up for it. Absolutely. I think I think it would be a very interesting chat actually to get where his mindset and feelings are at the moment. Tom says, I think the international break is coming at the right time for us. Yeah, maybe so. I just hope we go into the international break with a win against Middlesbrough, because straight after the break, we have Luton. So I just want to go into the break on good vibes and a good feeling, really. Yeah, about 20 seconds left to go, guys, and then you can all bugger off back to whatever you were doing before the match started. But yeah, I think that my final words would be a reality check. I think this is certainly well, it certainly reduced my expectations of what to expect from Watford this season, and that is full time at Deepdale. It ends Watford 0, Preston 3. Let me just take a moment to sit back and take in that result. Yeah, wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. But we move on. Of course, Mark says all the best. Roll on Saturday. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate that. VJ says Bio just needs a few goals to get him up and running. Well, VJ, I mean, you say that, but he had the chance to score today and he fluffed it again. So you know, where are these goals coming from? I don't know. Lennon says, ask Bio if he has his shooting boots in Belgium. I will do. How's Rocco playing? He didn't really get too many touches of the ball. And I think it was unfair of Tom Cleverley to throw him in, you know, so late on in the game, really. VJ says, we are not the only team to have a fluke result against us this season. I think that's a fair point, actually. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, you can just see in my face, I'm just completely zoned out after that. I mean, the game generally was quite dull, I thought. And yeah, we just got torn apart, really. I mean, a lot of people on social media, I'm just reading now, out of Watford Sam on Twitter, he says, it's baffling how we can see a performance like we did on Saturday, only for it to be followed up by this tonight. What changes so drastically in 5 days? What do they do so differently? And then he says also, we need a striker. I think today would have been a great game for Daniel Jefferson. I think for some of the balls Watford put in behind today, if Daniel Jefferson was running onto them, I'm sure we may have seen a different result. But unfortunately for Watford, it was Vacuum Bio running on them balls tonight. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll get up the statistics for us to take a quick look at before we head off, because that's always interesting to see. Bear with me one moment. Let's just refresh this screen. Here we go. Statistics wise, let's take a look at how equal the game was. So Preston with 15 shots to Watford's 10. 6 on target to Watford 6. I mean, I can't remember 6 shots we had on target personally. That surprises me, actually. Watford having 56% possession over Preston's 44. Watford having nearly 100 more passes. Preston's pass accuracy, 69%. Blimey, that is really low. Both teams committing 12 fouls each, 2 yellow cards for Preston, and then 7 corners to 6. In terms of where that puts Watford in the table, we're absolutely still very much in the mix. And look at that on Saturday afternoon. You've got Middlesbrough in 7th versus Watford in 8th. And if Watford win on Saturday, that could potentially take us up to 3rd or 4th, obviously depending on what happens with goal difference. So it's certainly not a devastating result per se, but equally, you know, it's not the best at all. And whenever, you know, you concede 3 goals as a football team, you know, something's gone wrong. You know, it's not just pot luck where they've scored a worldie. It's you being undone time and time again. And I mentioned before, it was the 2 set pieces for me that I found quite frustrating. So yeah, get your final comments in before I head off. It's getting late here in the UK. Brown Electrons says shambles. VJ says keeper. Yeah, you know what? I think we will leave it there for this evening because I'm shattered. I'm not a fan of these late night Tuesday, Wednesday matches. I'd much rather matches were played on a Saturday at 3 p.m. As they should be. So yeah, I'm quite tired. Of course, thank you very much for watching. Apologies, the game wasn't that exciting from a Watford perspective, but of course, you can join me here for our arguably biggest watch along of the season, Luton Town, in 2 weeks' time on Saturday. I think it is the 19th. I'll just check for you now before you head off. Yes, it is. So it's Saturday, the 19th of October. 12:30 kickoff for Watford. Luton Town versus the Hornets, Cleverley versus Edwards, the Hornets versus the Hatters, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we'll be here in 2 weeks on Saturday for that. And of course, look out for our content surrounding the Middlesbrough game as well, coming up this weekend. And that's going to be a tough test as well. But I do back us at home. Remember, we're 10 matches unbeaten at home under Tom Cleverley, which is a record, I believe, going back 120 years. I think it was 120 years ago was the last time Watford had a longer unbeaten run at home under one particular manager. So keep backing the boys, keep backing Cleverley. Don't be too disheartened by this. We've still had a relatively decent start to the season. We just need to carry on building the good momentum, and yeah, take that into Luton, which I'm looking forward to. I'm in discussions with a Luton fan currently to get them on the channel. As I've gone into enemy territory, I've said hello, so hopefully I can get a Luton fan on the channel ahead of that game as well, which will be quite funny. But yeah, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll stop rambling now. Please subscribe to the channel. Once again, leave a like on the video. And yeah, you'll be able to see our Middlesbrough match preview tomorrow at 7 PM UK time. And we'll get our match reaction out straight after the game on Saturday. I'm tired. I'm probably going to head to bed very soon and cry about this Watford game. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.